everybody out there. Welcome to the stream, and hope you guys are having a fabulous Friday. Thank you, Sean. Hey, Brian, how are you doing on this fabulous Friday? I'm gonna be real with y'all. Today's been one of those days where I feel like my brain just won't start. You know what I mean? It's like I woke up, I even slept in, I woke up and I'm like, I'm still tired, and I just woke up. I went up and I uploaded today's video, and then I'm like, I can't do anything else besides live stream today. So my brain is just out to lunch. You're an awesome person, Brian. Inspiration to all. Thank you. Don't ever stop being you. Wheel spin. You got it. Wheel spin. Hey, Brian. How are you and Sandy? Pretty good overall. No, she's not here right now. Ooh, dance mode. Well, this might help wake me up. All right. Been there, done that. Okay, y'all feel me. Y'all feel me. Y'all feel me. A plain green shirt, huh? Well, sure. I got new shirts from there was this I feel like I'm about to do an ad sponsorship, but I'm not, because I've never worked with this company, but I've been seeing them advertise a lot, a group called True Classic, and they're always like, these shirts are so comfortable and they fit larger guys better. And I'm like, I'll give it a shot, but I don't have high hopes. But then I tried it and I'm like, yep, I love these shirts now. And they're all just solid color. So that's one of them. So they didn't pay me to talk about this, but True Classics, if you are in here right now and you heard that, let's talk. Because I'm like, I bought this on my own accord. I love it on my own accord. I'm going to start wearing them on my own accord in videos. Talk to me. Let's talk. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I feel you, Brian, except I didn't sleep in. I worked, and it's been a busy week, and we had a lot of doggies come to be groomed this week. Ooh. I've never worked with dog grooming, but I feel you on those days, too. I have been doing a lot of work this week. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that you guys don't know about, that you guys will hopefully know about soon. I'm working on getting some new stuff going, and it's been a lot, but I'm excited about it. But because I can get really excited about it, I can work on it a little too hard, and then I burn myself out the rest of the week, where I'm like, okay, I need a break. But plain shirts are boring sometimes, but other times when they're this comfortable, I don't care. I did get a whole bunch of new shirts that aren't solid color, but I also have a bunch that are, just because, dadgum, these are comfy. Oh my goodness. EMP29 Studios, thank you for becoming a Holomaniac. Or renewing your membership. I'm sorry. It didn't tell me till that notification went up that it was a renewal. Speaking of which, to everyone out there, all of my Holomaniac Herd members, we will be doing our members only live stream this Sunday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I know it's later than what you guys voted for on the channel, but I had something come up last minute, and that's when I can do it, so I'm sorry. Nicholas, thank you. Keep it up. Thank you. We can make it through. We can make it through. Oh. It was teetering. It's gonna fall over. Voice of my choice. Let me think. What voice do I want to do? You know what I want to do? I want to do a voice that I made. I want to do one for one of the characters I've done. I want to do Tambo from Bjorn the Last Unicorn.
Becca! Yeah, Mamacita. Like, Tambo is here with the Tsar. Tambo is sorry that he's late, but Nicholas, thank you for being awesome. Yeah. That is cool, dude. You're lucky that you're a night owl? Wow, good. Wait, I'm lucky that you're a night owl. That is cool.
Am I still going to Africa? Yep. That is still going to happen. And I'm excited about it. I'll let you guys know when it gets a little closer so you guys know when I will not be streaming, because I am not going to try to stream from Africa. That is going to be a true vacation for me where I like totally unplug and it's just like, nope, I'm not doing stuff like that. So that's it. Guess what? You won the runner-up to the Christian Con, so you get 2 free tickets. Nice! Congrats! So I just want to preach, Brian. Yes! I would fully unplug. That's going to be like a hardcore vacation for me. There's some vacations where I'll like keep things like kind of on and check it, but this one's like, nope. This is the trip I've been dreaming about doing since I was 3 years old. This trip is going to be more to me than any other trip I've ever taken in my life. I want to savor every second of it. John, thank you. Brian, today's video was hilarious and I laughed a lot. Every video you do is full of laughter and creativity. Another spin, you got it. And thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that one. I had fun putting that one together. Fun fact, well, we can do it this way. Fun fact, the video that I posted today actually got filmed twice. Once because the audio was really bad and I wasn't really happy with a lot of my acting choices. So I reshot the entire thing. So that one actually got shot twice. And I think the second take was far better and I'm glad that I redid it. AJ, thank you. Oh. Oh, it's Johan. All right. Johan gets to come out now. Hello, everyone. It is Johan, yeah? Time for fun with Johan. Time for fun with Johan. Yeah. Time for fun with Johan. Okay. Hi there, everyone. Hang on. Almost forgot to set the timer, yeah? And timer is set. Oh my goodness. Anyone clarify to me that Brian is canceling a stream? As of right now, no. Who's canceling a stream? I don't remember Brian saying about canceling a stream. Also, next week I know it's going to get a little wonky, but Brian will talk about that when he gets back. Oh my goodness. Am I going to Africa with Brian? No, Africa is not for Johan. Johan will be staying here or maybe go visit his family in Finkelstein since Brian's going. Kayla, thank you. Hello, Johan. Hello, Kayla. What is the worst experience Brian has ever had with a celebrity? I don't know. Brian hasn't really met enough celebrities to have a bad experience, I guess. I mean, he's had some that were underwhelming because he didn't say anything. He just, like, saw them in the room, but they didn't do anything bad or wrong. It was just like, yeah, I know, like, one time Brian walked into the dry cleaners and saw J.K. Simmons there. He didn't say anything. He didn't do anything. He just, like, dropping off his clothes and left. But I don't know if that's a bad experience. He just didn't say anything to him. And then, like, yeah, one time Brian was driving down the road and just happened to see Ron Perlman in his car next to him. And it was just like, oh, wow. But that was it. Nothing bad happened. That's the closest I could think of just because there was no interaction at all, let alone good or bad. That's just it. Nicholas, thank you. Today marks my 17 years since I've been to Disney World for the first time. Oh, wow, 17 years. You should go back. It's fun, yeah? Oh, it's dance mode. Johan gets to do the dance mode. Johan likes this mode. Oh. No, go back. Stop. There we go. Okay, I hear you. I go get Brian now. Brian. All right. Johan, your dancing is beautiful. Well, I'll tell him that later. Glad you enjoyed it. Ah. Johan dances differently than Brian. Of course he does. He's a different person. So, what else is going on? Twitch update, only 3 more followers so you can apply for Twitch affiliate. Nice. Oh wait, hang on. Congrats! Congrats! Oh, this is longer than I thought it was. Okay, there we go. Is Sandy with you? Not right now. Normally she's in this blanket. She is not there today. How's the weather? It's pretty good right now. It's about 75, so cannot complain. Good old Southern California weather. Did I see Elemental? I did. The commercials are not doing it justice. It's not the greatest movie Pixar's ever made, but it's a good time and should definitely get more love. Oh, and MA14M, MR715, and Michelle, you guys all have, y'all all have wheel spins from last stream that carried over. If you guys are here, MA14M, you have a voice filter you can request. Michelle, you have a voice filter you can request. Or MR715, you have a trivia challenge you can do. But, so there's that. Seen the new Mario game trailer? Yes. Super Mario Wonder. I will totally be buying it. It looks amazing. So it was an overhyped movie. That's what I was hearing. No, it was the opposite. It was an overhated movie. Like when a lot of people saw the trailers, they were like, this looks like the worst, terriblest movie Pixar's ever made. And I watched it and I was like, not even close. It was actually pretty good. Not amazing, but no, overhated for sure. Definitely overhated. What's my opinion on Rise of the Guardians? It's pretty good. I don't love it enough to sit here and be like, it needs to be seen by everybody, but not bad enough for me to say, you know, it deserves, like, you know, to be the bomb that it was. I was like, no, it definitely didn't deserve to be the bomb that it was, but I also see why it doesn't have the biggest fan base in the world. I'm more like a, if that premise sounds cool to you, you'll probably enjoy it. If it doesn't sound cool to you, you're probably not going to enjoy it that much. That's what I would say. To me, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. It feels like it's 100 here in Southeast Texas. I believe that. I believe that. Where did you get the pictures on the wall behind the wheel? I bought them while I at D23. So the two in the middle are actually pieces of artwork used on the production of Dumbo. They are two model sheets that they're not originals, but it's like they were drawn and then photocopied and given to animators to use while on production of the movie. And these are two of the copies. So they're not originals, but it's still cool. An animator used them to help animate Dumbo. I still count that as cool. And then the two up here, and you can't really see the two behind the wheel that much. But yeah, those two down there. They were all done by the same artist. I cannot remember their name. I can't remember his name. He had a booth over in D23, but it was really cool. It's 90s in Oklahoma? Yeah, no. That's why I moved. I lived in that North Texas area. I don't miss that weather. Not one little bit. Not one little bit. Mm-mm. I mean, you have art history on your wall. Of course it's cool. See, that's what I'm saying. But I've had some people that are like, oh, well, they're not original, so it doesn't count. I'm like, I don't care. An animator still used it to animate with in 1940 to make Dumbo. That is stinking cool. So it's going to get framed and put on my wall. It's 75 and raining here in Northern Virginia. We have the 75, but no rain. It's 90s in Florida. See, yeah, everything down there, that humidity, I can't handle the humidity anymore. Like, I grew up in that humidity, and then when I left it, I was like, oh, there's a world where humidity is not a thing? This is beautiful. Humidity is now my enemy. I don't want it in my life ever again. At least for long periods of time. Like, I can deal with it when I go back to visit family and friends in Texas, or if I go to Disney World in Florida, but other than that, I'm like, nope. I don't need that in my life. If it rains in Arkansas, it makes the humidity worse. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes! Oh my gosh. It is such a thing. It is such a thing. Whew! It's going to be raining where you live in New York. I feel like there the rain would actually be nice. Not like how in the South when it rains, it just makes the humidity worse. That's just... Ugh. I hate it. I hate it. Can't stand it. What's your favorite and least favorite Illumination movie? Favorite is Mario movie. That one was just the most fun I've had at any of them. Least favorite is probably either The Lorax or Secret Life of Pets 2. I'd probably go Secret Life of Pets 2. That movie just felt like a train wreck. I'm like, there's like a lot of things happening in front of my face and none of them make sense. That or maybe Despicable Me 3. That one, just from watching the trailer, that was the only Illumination movie that the trailer I even think was bad. Which is saying something. I may not love Illumination's movies, but I will sit here and say their marketing department is incredible. They get me to get excited about some of these movies when I know for a fact I'm going to walk in here to a mediocre movie and I'm okay with that. Where I'm like, I know it's going to be a terrible movie. I know I'm not going to like it, but this trailer is so good, I feel like I need to see it. Then I watch it going, yep, I got exactly what I wanted. Not what I wanted. I got exactly what I thought I was going to get. But dadgum, that trailer made me need to go see it. So I will say that. Cindy, thank you for subscribing. You've seen the Mario movie about 3 times. Nice. I saw it 3 times in theater. I love that movie. It was just so much fun. Your least favorite is The Grinch. Jim Carrey one was better. I mean, yeah, The Grinch is definitely not one of their best. I'd say it's one of their mid ones. Disney fan 0626, thank you so much. Finally watched a Mario movie twice. Hashtag Peaches.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
It's fun. Dude, it's fun. You haven't been to a theater since 2018? Wow. Why not?
Excuse me.
I was just in a theater last week. Actually, no, not last week. It was the week before. But still, it was very, very recent. And I hope to go again. I still want to see the new Transformers movie, which is weird. I'm not a Transformers guy. I never grew up with Transformers. I never really played much with the toys. I never really watched the shows. I've only seen the first live-action Transformers. But I did grow up with Beast Wars. I watched that really terrible CG animated show when it came out. I had some Beast War toys. So I'm like, okay, Beast Wars, you've got my childhood nostalgia with Beast Wars. Enough for me to check it out at least when it goes on streaming. Maybe while it's in theaters, we shall see. I haven't been to a movie theater because, well, pricing and quality, need I say more. And fair. Some theaters have really great quality, but there's a lot out there that don't, which I'm kind of sad about. Like, I used to live, when I first moved out to LA, I lived in a part of LA that had 3 AMCs, like right next to each other. They all had amazing seating. They were all well taken care of. It was awesome. But now where I live, the closest theater I have is not an AMC, and I don't like it as much. But I will go to check out whatever the latest movie is. But, you know, it's not like a big event for me. It's like, oh, I just go, I watch it, I go home. I never get excited about like, oh, what do I see here? You know, because with the one, especially the one where I used to live, it was closer to a lot of the studios and stuff, and they would put like, they would put stuff from the film, like sometimes costumes and stuff. And yeah, a lot of times if I went down to Hollywood, specifically like the El Capitan Theater, they would sometimes do showings, and they have a whole bottom section that they basically make a small museum for whatever movie is playing, because there's only one theater. It's like one of the oldest theaters in Hollywood, and it's really cool. But yeah, it's kind of out of my way, and I don't like going to Hollywood Boulevard specifically when I don't have to. It's kind of a thing. So I can feel you on the theater and the quality. I can totally get it. Would I rather watch a movie from Blue Sky or Illumination? Blue Sky every single time. Blue Sky, I've always had a feeling about them where they weren't trying to make waves. They weren't trying to be the next big thing. They were just trying to make something fun, and then they move on. Illumination, I feel like they're trying really hard with marketing to be the next big thing and forcing themselves into that, and it feels very corporate and hollow and shallow. Whereas Blue Sky, I never got that. Blue Sky was just like, we're just kind of here to have fun. If you want to do it, cool. If not, cool. You know, maybe that's one of the reasons why I love the Ice Age movies, even though most people don't. And you know what? I get it. I could say objectively, they're not great films. But I love them anyway. Don't really care. The first one I will argue is a good movie. After that, I'm like, yeah, objectively they're not good movies, but I don't care. I still love them. I see it, Kayla. You're good. Rip Blue Sky. Yeah, I miss him. I wish that didn't happen to him, but, you know, such is life. Ice Age movies fell off in quality after 3, in your honest opinion. Fair. Like I said, I get the criticisms. I feel about Ice Age the way that a lot of people, like, the same way I feel about the live-action Lion King, where people have a lot of complaints about it, and they're all totally valid. And I'm like, yep, those are problems. They're problems that don't personally bother me, but I totally get how they bother other people. And yeah, no, that film totally has that problem. But I watch it anyways. You know, problems in movies, they all boil down to like what bothers you that may not bother somebody else. You know, it's all subjective. That's why I say objectively they're not really great made films, but objectively, objectively they're not great films. Subjectively, I like them anyway. That's my guilty pleasure. Where I'm like, yeah, no, the movies are stupid, but I love them anyway. You blame Fox for making Blue Sky do more Ice Age movies. I mean, like I said before, I liked them. If they kept making them, I would have kept watching them. Even like the 4th and 5th one, and heck, I didn't even totally hate Buck Wild. It was definitely the worst out of all of them. And some of it was really stupid. But I didn't totally hate it. But yeah, no. It was definitely the weakest one by far. And yeah. I have my moments that I like about all of them. Doctor Who, thank you. The Grinch getting a room at Hotel Transylvania.
Hello, I would like a room for the Grinch.
Very dramatic, aren't we? All right, here is a room for you.
Thank you. Now, just so I'm aware, is there anyone around me who'll be making a lot of noises and things like that?
I mean, there is a banshee down the hall.
Could I get a room where that's not a thing?
Sure. We'll put you in the cave room.
Oh, I love the echo. Then I have another friend in there.
You need to talk to somebody, sir.
Wait, is Blue Sky gone? Yes. Blue Sky has been shut down, unfortunately. That happened last year before. After the Fox purchase, Disney owned it, and then COVID hit, and to cut costs, they ended up shutting down that part of the studio. I know some of the animators and stuff got sent to other studios within the company, but I know a lot of them also did not. So it was a hell of a thing. So yeah. I loved all the Ice Age movies, and my other favorite was Robots because of Robin Williams. Robots was definitely a fun movie. It was definitely fun. Thoughts on Rio? The first one I thought was pretty cute. The second one I kind of felt like Secret Life of Pets 2. I'm like, there's a lot of things happening and none of it makes sense. It fell into the same trap that I felt Ice Age 2 went under. That in order for them to be able to say, like, nobody can say that we had just a character sitting here that didn't have a plot point. And it was like, yeah, but none of the plots made sense. So it's like, it's the same thing. Carlos Saldana is the director on all these. And for some reason, I feel like he's got this idea that we can't just have one major story thread that affects all the characters and they all work together to make this thing happen. It's every character has to have their own little story set that they have to go through that doesn't really connect to the main story, but they do it anyways just to give them something to do. And I'm like, I don't know how well that really works. I can tolerate it. But in Rio 2, I don't know how well it gelled because it's just like, wait, we're having a big audition thing with the two birds, Nico and, oh gosh, I can't remember the other one's name. The two performing birds. While Blue and Jewel are off doing this thing with the other blue macaws. And now there's this whole thing about poachers with Tulio and, oh gosh, I can't remember her name right now. And then, like, the kids are off doing something else. It's just like, then there's this whole other side plot with Nigel. And I'm like, y'all. And then even he's got two sidekicks now. One of them has her own side story. And I'm like, there's too many side stories. Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess it wasn't horrible, but it was, I'm sitting there watching it just going like, okay, quit at, there are too many stories to follow. You have like 8 stories going at once. And then let's just throw in a soccer game because we can. So do it. So yeah, I think I would have enjoyed Rio 2 if they had kind of had one big overarching plot. Maybe a few minor things happening that all somehow related, but it felt like there were 12 things happening that had nothing to do with one another that somehow all came to a head at the same time, and it just felt really forced. But that's my thought. How do I feel about Chicken Little starring in Disney's new short film, Once Upon a Studio? Well, he's not starring in it. He will be in it, but he's not starring in it. There's a big difference. I don't have a problem with it because the whole thing is you're celebrating Disney animation, and they said they're going to have representation from every movie. That means Chicken Little's going to be in there. Okay. I think it's great that movies that don't get as much attention are going to get attention in this. I think that's great. I personally would have been okay if they didn't include Chicken Little, but at the same time, if you're going to include everything, might as well include Chicken Little. I get it. So, I got no beef with it. That'll probably be my least favorite part of it, but it's like, he's just a chicken. He's going to be sitting over there in the corner, probably. He is. I know Genie and Olaf will be in it, so who else? Oh, at least one character from every single feature animation movie. And they said from a bunch of shorts as well that there's going to be over 200. They said over 200, over 400 characters. It's either 200 characters or 400 characters. You're basically going to see a little bit of everybody, at least if they're main characters. Mr. Art Rules, thank you. I don't know if I can go to the con. Well, I hope you can, especially because you got those free tickets, but... You know, if you can't, totally understand, but I hope that you can. You haven't heard of this? It sounds amazing. Yeah, so if you guys don't know what Once Upon a Studio is, it is a short film that Disney is making that's going to go before Wish. And the whole thing is it's a big celebration of Disney animation. Spanning the entire 100 years. It's just like a big... Like Olaf and Genie are going to be big figures in it. But yeah, they've confirmed that at least one character from every single Disney feature animated film will be in this, plus a ton from the shorts. So yeah, expect to see any and all of those characters. So it'll be a lot. I love Emma Watson, just not as Belle. I don't disagree with that, Ruby. I've seen her in a lot of stuff where I'm like, oh yeah, you did great. When her as Belle, it's just like, okay, you did the thing. So yeah. Who's my favorite Ice Age character? Well, obviously I'm going to have some biased connection to the Mammoths. I've always resonated very much with Manny. I've loved him. Even though I haven't really been as grumpy and grouchy as he was, there's a lot to love about Manny. Sid has always been up there too. My least favorite characters have always been the possums. They could go away. If they just didn't show up in a movie, I wouldn't be upset. Especially now, I don't think anyone will care about spoilers for Ice Age, technically 6. But the way they left off the 6th movie... They're not with the herd anymore. Can we have another movie with just them? With just like Manny, Sid, Diego, and Ellie? I'm cool with that. You guys cool with that? I'm cool with that. Let's do that. I'm cool with just those 4. Yeah. And also I'm a big fan of Buck. Buck is awesome. Yeah, I'd probably say Manny, Sid, and Buck. Those 3 are my favorites. Manny being my total favorite, but I know, very biased opinion here. You probably also liked their daughter. Yeah, I did like Peaches, but she didn't show up at all in the 6th movie because, you know, she and Julian are off, like, you know, being a couple now. So, I don't expect that they'll come back, but I always liked Peaches. I never had a problem with her. Julian, I didn't mind. Also didn't love his character either, but I was like, if he came back, I wouldn't be upset. Just as long as there's not, like, a full-on... As long as he and Manny aren't doing the same thing again. Like, if they came back and he and Manny had a better respect for one another... or, well, really Manny having respect for Julian, I'd be cool with him coming back. But if they were just going to tread the exact same beats as Ice Age 5, I'd be like, no, just leave Julian out, if that's it. Yeah, Ice Age is funny. I definitely think it's fun. I agree to disagree to those who hate the movie. I'm going to continue loving it, loving the live-action Beauty and the Beast, no matter what. You're allowed to, Sean. That's the whole thing about. I wish we did this more often. Just be like, hey, agree to disagree. You love the movie, I don't. Cool, move on. Too often we make it a huge deal where it's like, if you don't like this movie, you hate me. No, it's not a thing like that. It's not a thing, you guys. Like, I hate Chicken Little, but just because I hate it doesn't mean y'all can't love it, and I don't look at anyone any different for it. Yeah, so you love the live-action Beauty and the Beast as much as you want, bro. No one should stop you from enjoying the things you love. That's why I talk here about Ice Age so much, where I'm just like, I know most people hate it. I don't care. I like it. I think it's fun. What are my thoughts on the upcoming Marvel Spider-Man 2 coming out for PS5? I think it looks cool. I still need to play Miles Morales. I have it. I've just not sat down to play it. I played the first Spider-Man. Oh, it was good. It was good. Why does my camera keep going in and out? You love Cars and don't consider it a bad movie? Hey, enjoy it to your heart's content. I don't want to take that away from you. It's definitely not my favorite out of all the Pixar movies, but I don't think it's a terrible movie. And hey, you're allowed to love it as much as you want. Good on you. Julian in Ice Age 5 was annoying. I could definitely see how to some people he'd be annoying. He never quite got to annoying with me, but I could definitely see how he would get there for a lot of people.
Well, focus, dude. Dude.
Oh, he lives. Hey, dude. Oh my gosh, the camera. What I liked about the new movie of Beauty and the Beast was that Belle was the inventor. I mean, yeah. I also feel like Maurice was still an inventor too. Like the two were like working together. So I guess that was one. You like Chicken Little no matter what I think and say? Cool. You're allowed to. And I hope that you do. Enjoy it. MA14M, thank you. Hey, Brian, can I get an argument between Tony Stark, Bruce, and Doctor Strange and Sheldon Cooper? Oh, I don't know how well I can do all their voices, but I'll give it a shot. And also, MA14M, you have a voice filter request from last stream that never happened. So if you would like to request that, you totally can. So I will do my best to do all these impressions. It has been a while since I've tried to do any of the Avengers, and I don't think I've ever tried Sheldon. So these are all either old attempts or brand new attempts. Listen, Bruce, I don't think you understand about what we could do here. The magnificence of being able to create something that could protect the entire world. Look, Tony, I really don't think this is a smart idea. Do you remember what happened with Ultron? No, this is totally different than Ultron. We are not going to be doing it this way. Stark, please don't do this. No, I'm telling you guys, it's going to do really great. I really don't think that's going to work, Mr. Stark. Who is this guy? How did he get in here? Oh, this is Sheldon Cooper. He won some fan contest. Yes, I won a fan contest, so I get to be here with the Avengers. I already don't like him. Can someone get rid of him for me? No, we can't do that, Stark. He won the contest. He's going to stay here. Bazinga. That actually was not as terrible as I thought it was going to be. Coco was such a cute movie. You liked it. I agree. Coco was very well done. Great movie. I thought it was fantastic. Have I seen Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? Yes. Oh, it's so good. I love it. Oh, man, it's so good. So good. So much. When you said something about hating a movie people loved, it reminded me of that line from your Halloween video. Shun the non-believer! Sometimes it feels that way. Like, there are plenty of movies that I'm like, yeah, it was fine, but other people are like, no, it was the pinnacle of masterpieces. And I'm like, okay, you were totally allowed to think that, and I don't want to take it away from you. I just agree to disagree. So there we go. Oh, you want Chip and Dale with the chipmunk filter. Okay. So I take it that's the voice filter you want?
So yeah, here is the voice filter. Let me turn on the timer. And you want a little Chip and Dale? Chip and Dale. What's something they can say? I can't think of something they should say. What should they say? What should they say? I don't know what they should say. Maybe. Hey, what are you doing out here, blockhead? Blockhead? Who you calling blockhead? You blockhead. I think that's what it is. Is that Spider-Man at DCA? That jump still works? Last time I was there, it was still going, so hopefully it's still there. Will I see the new Indiana Jones movie? Yes. Yes, I will. I am excited about it. Maybe you should do the theme song to Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Chip and Dale and the danger. I want to hear what that sounds like. I turned it off for me, so I can't hear with the filter. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. It's so hard to sing that while I can hear it because I start speech jamming myself, and I'm like, me. It's hard. It is hard. Do I have a favorite Looney Tunes character? I have always been a fan of Tasmanian Devil and Foghorn Leghorn and Yosemite Sam. Those three have usually been up at the tops of my favorites, with of course Bugs Bunny being not far behind. And Daffy. Let's be real here. I love all of them, but yeah, they would probably be at the top. What are my thoughts on Phineas and Ferb coming back? As long as the episodes are good, I'm cool with it coming back. But the fact Dan Povenmire is back on it, I have a pretty good feeling that it's gonna happen. That they're gonna be good. Hopefully. He has a pretty good track record, so I wouldn't put it past him, but at the same time, going back to Phineas and Ferb, they might have still had a few ideas that it's like, oh, we wish we could have made these ideas happen, but we ran out of time and we weren't able to make that happen. Or maybe it's, we stretched this to its utter limit. We have no idea what we're going to do now because we have no more ideas, so we're just going to have to force them out. If it's that, I don't want it. If it's the prior one where they had ideas and never got to be seen, I'm all for it. So, but I don't know. I hope it's the former and not the latter. That's what I would say. Okay.
And that was it for the filter. Beep, 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 boop. Beep, 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 beep. Can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm with you there. That sounds really good. I'm excited for it. Excited for it. Yes. Oh my goodness. Your favorite Disney Channel show is Lilo and Stitch the series, even though it's very rare to see it streamed nowadays. There was definitely a lot of cool stuff with the Lilo and Stitch show. I remember when it first came out, I actually had, in our living room, we had like this little coffee table. It had these drawers in it. And my sister and I would put stuff in them all the time. And I had this, probably 5 or 6 pieces of paper that I stapled together. And I wrote down, like, on the side column, 1 through 626. So that as the episodes came out, I could write them down. And I keep track of what number every alien was. I obviously never finished that list. But I know there is a full list out there now. So for young Brian's sake, I should probably go do that. But no, that was totally a thing that young Brian did. I don't think I have it anymore. But it was something that I legitimately attempted to do, and I remember that. When does Kingdom Hearts 4 come out? They have not given a release date. I don't know yet. What am I more excited for? Gumball Season 7 or Phineas and Ferb reboot? Definitely Phineas and Ferb reboot. I always liked Gumball, but I never liked it as much as Phineas and Ferb. But I would probably check out Gumball. Gumball, I didn't really start watching Gumball till after the entire series ended. Phineas and Ferb, I did it close to the end of its run. I didn't check it out till then. But once I did, there were still a few episodes I got to check out. So it felt a little more... a little more current there. Like, I didn't check out Gumball till I want to say when did I start watching it? It was after the series totally ended, just because I found it on one of the streaming sites. I think it was before Paramount Plus. Was it on before that? Hulu? I think I found it on Hulu and I was watching it there. You'd like Gumball? It's pretty hilarious. Oh no, I've seen the show now, and I do really enjoy it. But I still like Phineas and Ferb more. I don't know, there's something about meta humor that's done like that I tend to enjoy more than the way Gumball did it. Gumball has an edge of cynicism that I don't dislike. I thoroughly enjoyed my viewing of Gumball. But the way Phineas and Ferb did it, there's a charm to it that I liked better. I will say that. But yes. Yeah, I know some of you guys are saying that you grew up with Phineas and Ferb, and I'm like, oh, that's showing my age, because when Phineas and Ferb came out, when did Phineas and Ferb first come out? I need to figure this out now. Phineas and Ferb. Okay, so it first came out in 2007. So in 2007, I was 16. I was 16 when Phineas and Ferb started. Oh no, it was even older than that because it didn't premiere on the Disney Channel until 2008. I was still 16 because of the dates specifically. But man, yep. I was 16 when that started. Woo! Have I seen Bluey? Yes, my nieces are obsessed with that show. I watched every episode with them, and I liked it enough. I got a VPN so I could go watch the new episodes. I have no shame. Oh, man. But the new episodes that are coming, they are pretty good. It's like they found out about how many adults are falling in love with Bluey. And I feel like a lot of the new episodes are like geared more towards us than even normal. Where it's like, okay, I feel like this isn't even a kid's show anymore. But I'm okay with that. It is cool. Jason, thank you. Hey, Brian, did you... Mel Blanc's regular voice was that of Sylvester, but without the lisp. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen a lot of interviews with Mel Blanc. And did you know that Sylvester's voice and Daffy's voice are identical, just Daffy's is pitched up? Oh, anytime you hear Sylvester, it's Daffy just raised a bit. Or no, it's opposite. When you hear Daffy, it's Sylvester. It's just raised. So yeah, it's a whole thing. Don't be ashamed. You watch Bluey occasionally. Oh, I am not ashamed. Like I said, I have no shame. Like, everyone in my house watches Bluey. We've all seen it. Most adults who I talk to have seen and love Bluey. I have no shame. Panda, thank you for gifting membership.
Panda, thank you.
Hey Brian, random question. Did you hear a game called Pal World? It will be released only next year. If not, it's basically Pokemon plus Guns open world. I have not heard of this at all. Here's your wheel spin, Panda. Oh, and I realized, Jason, I have not given you a wheel spin. I apologize. You'll get one right after this. And it's you choose, Panda. What would you like? And Jason, here's yours. I'm sorry about that. It's sing mode. Nice. You thought Bluey was Australian? It is Australian. It is. It is definitely Australian. Would I prefer Bluey or Blue's Clues? Oh, Bluey. Every day of the week. It's not even close. Not even close. Good golly Molly, it is too hot in my studio. No. There we go. That's better. What's Bluey about? Oh, Julia! Hello, Julia! Oh, you haven't seen a single episode of Bluey? Oh, it is this adorable preschool show, which is weirdly, has so much for the parents that I argue say it's more for the parents than for the kids, but it's totally safe to watch for the kids. But it is great. So it's a story of these anthropomorphic dogs that are just living their life. It's a mom named a dad named Bandit, a mom named Chili, their two girls, Bluey and Bingo, and they're just living life. And these two parents are probably some of the best, realest parents ever. Because on one hand, you see them doing amazing stuff for their kids, but you also see them fail and screw up at times, but then also see how they grow and talk with their kids about it. It is so good. It's so good. You can see it on Disney Plus. If you have Disney Plus, you can watch like the first 2 seasons and like the first half of season 3. We get the second half of season 3 next month. It is awesome. So definitely go check it out, Julia. You will love it. It is adorable. It is fantastic. Panda's Choice, never saw you get a stretch break, so it'll be that. I love stretch break. Okay, here we go. Especially the last few stretch breaks Bo's gotten, and he doesn't enjoy them as much. Ugh. Ugh. Stretch break. Everybody take a stretch break. I'm sorry if you guys hear bones popping. That just happens when you get old. Sadly, Disney Plus cuts some Bluey stuff. I watch Bluey somewhere else. Yeah, they do cut out a few things, but it's not a whole lot. And the stuff that they do cut out, people have already like shown on YouTube. It's like, here's all the scenes that Disney Plus cut, so you can still see them. And there's like 2 episodes that fully got banned, which I don't know why they shouldn't have banned those. I bought them on iTunes just because I was curious. They were only like $2. And I watched them. I'm like, oh yeah, these are fine. There's nothing wrong with these. But yeah, I'm gonna do their thing. Okay. And last but not least, we still have to do a sing mode. So for the next 3 minutes, I gotta sing.
Who is my favorite YouTuber and why? Thank you for asking that, NASCAR fan. I am a really big fan of Red and Link. Big fan of Red and Lincoln. Good mythical morning. Good mythical morning. Other than... Excuse me, that snuck up out of nowhere. If I had to pick somebody other than that, I really like the Gaming Beaver. And I also like M&J TV for some Pokemon goodness, yeah.
Trying to think of other channels I watch on the regular. There's quite a few other ones, but those three, yeah.
I really love those, yeah. Then do 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 do.
I don't know if it counts as Nintendo, but I would love to see Sora in Kingdom Hearts movie or series. He's definitely not Nintendo, but he is really cool.
Aqualoxine, thank you for renewing your membership.
Thank you, Aqua, for renewing your membership. I know at one point they were trying to make a Kingdom Hearts TV show, but for some reason it never happened. But I think Disney might reconsider now with the success of the Mario movie. Cool. Yeah, no, with the success of the Mario movie, I could see Disney going through and being like, okay, what video games do we have we can work with? Kingdom Hearts? Let's finally make a show or a movie out of that. We got to start banking on IPs that, you know, we haven't really touched on and that fan base would go nuts for. I could really see them doing that. And especially you're going to get so much of the new. You're going to get so much of the older 90s kids that grew up playing the first game. Especially if you made it about the first game, you would get them so fast. It'd totally be a thing. What's my opinion on Eternals? Like the Marvel movie, I was very bored with it. I was just like, there are too many characters. I don't remember anybody's name. I don't remember why anybody's doing anything. I'm just bored. Which I could see there's a really good story in there. I think it's interesting the way Disney decided what Marvel property should be a movie and which should be a series. Because Elemental 100%, or not Elemental, I'm sorry, the Eternals 100% should have been a series. Then you could have taken an episode for each character. We could have gotten to know them better. We could have fallen in love with them, and that would have been awesome. But no, we get the series made on stuff like, you know, Falcon and Winter Soldier. That 100% should have been a movie. There was so much fluff in there to get it to those run times. It's like, no, should have been a movie. It would have been a lot better. Same thing with Hawkeye. Same thing with oh dang, what were some of the other ones? She-Hulk should have been a movie. There was a couple other ones. Moon Knight, I go back and forth about. Moon Knight, I really did enjoy the series as a whole and didn't mind it as a series. But it also could have been a movie. I could have seen that one going either way, but I'm not mad it was a series. But stuff like WandaVision should have stayed a series. That just made too much sense. Loki should have stayed a series. But yeah, no. Eternals 100% should have been a series. MA14M, thank you. Since you like GMM, would you ever be a guest star? 100%. If they ever asked, I'd be there like that. I'd be like, come on, let's do it. Have I seen Elemental yet? If not, do you plan on going to see it? I have seen it, so yes, I would definitely go see it because I did. Yes, I have seen it. It is really good. People should give it a chance. It's weirdly hated for no reason. Because well, not no reason. I will say this: the marketing makes the film look bad. The trailers do not do the movie justice. I remember watching the trailers going, "Eee, this does not look good." But I will also give Pixar this: if you go back and watch some of the trailers for their other Pixar works, they're really good ones. They don't look good either. So, you know, it's kind of par for the course. But yeah, no, it was extra bad this time. They made that movie look predictable and boring and dumb. But the film is actually very cute and charming and cool and original in some places. There are some parts that are a little cliched, but for the most part, it's original. What about Miss Marvel, Brian? Should that be a show or a movie? I think Miss Marvel is another one that should have been a movie. I think that. Although I didn't dislike Miss Marvel, in fact, I thought overall I enjoyed it. I think it would have done better as a movie than a show. I will stand by that. But as it was, I thought it was good. I think it just could have been stronger that way. And you could have really cut some of the stuff down to really help us focus on who this character is as Miss Marvel. That's what I would say. Disney needs to get Illumination's marketing team. That's what I'm saying, Kayla. That's what I'm saying. They need to go over there to Illumination's marketing team and be like, so, y'all want to come work for us? Because apparently we don't know how to market our own stuff. Because we had a winner with Elemental, and we just totally botched it. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, we're over time now. I went a little bit longer because I know we started late, but it's about time we start wrapping things up now. So thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just a couple of reminders. Number one, this Sunday is going to be the members-only hangout on Sunday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And also, change in schedule for next week. Next Friday, we will not be doing a live stream next Friday. It'll be next Thursday. And that one, we are still going to be doing a drawing stream. It's just going to be on Thursday and not Friday. So next Monday, next Wednesday. Actually, hang on. Monday is tentative. No, sorry, not Monday. Wednesday is tentative. We'll see. I know for a fact we won't have a stream Friday. We'll see about Wednesday. I gotta wait on something. Gotta hear some stuff. But right now, plan on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Although Wednesday could change. Panda, thank you for gifting another sub. Oh, and Jasmine, thank you for renewing. All right. So I will give you guys that recap on Monday. But yeah, that's where we're going to be. So thank you guys so much. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And I will see you guys on Monday with more Super Mario Galaxy. Bye.